Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa Ryan and today we have a good mod that we're going to play with today that I think you will like. We're playing as Assyria all the way from Civ 5. Exciting times! Now as per usual rules, come to Discord for this exact save file as well as the mods that I'm using to make this run. Today we're going to be having a lot of fun because Assyria are built amazingly well. They're a sort of strange mixture between war, science and culture, put together in a very unusual way that I've never really seen a mod play before, and it looks really fun. Also, the start I've got, pretty tasty looking. I'm looking forward to this one. Deity, standard speed, continents and islands map today, I believe. Yes, we have 6 players, 9 city-states, all the settings as usual, those are the seed options. Today though, the mod in question is Boom's Assyria, made of course by Boom, not Sonic Boom, different to regular Boom I think you'll find. It adds Assyria, led by somebody who I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of, given my track record with such things. I mentioned they were a mixture of combat, science and culture, and I wasn't lying. Great works of writing provide 1 science and 1 culture in addition to their usual culture bonuses, with an additional +1 science and culture for each campus building present in the city. I believe that means if you have a research lab city, each great work of writing would get +4 science and culture total on top of the usual yields. Conquering a city grants a burst of great writer points, which is intriguing. Now, it doesn't specifically say that it has to be a player city. I think this works on city-states, but we'll check that out today. Getting a great writer gives a free Eureka, and you also have a unique library building as a Government 1 building, or Tier 1 building in your Government Plaza. It has 3 slots for great works of writing, and it can be themed, which is quite exciting. So we're going to have a capital with probably upwards of like 8 great slots for writing. That's kind of what I'm hoping anyway. We get 25% production in founded cities, so this is where Assyria gets a little bit complicated. There are different bonuses to founded and captured cities, okay? So if I put a settle down, I founded it. If I've stolen it, it's captured. 25% extra production towards military and support units. I like that support unit thing. Very few civs have a support unit bonus. Normally you have to wait until communism, I think, later into the game for that. 35% production in conquered cities towards districts and buildings that already exist in the capital. And that's quite exciting as well. You capture a city, your capital has a district, bam, you can have fun with it. We're going to have a siege engine. This is a unique battering ram replacement that basically acts as a siege tower, I believe. So you ignore walls completely, anything up to Renaissance, so ancient and medieval walls. You also, adjacent units get +5 strength against fortifications, so that's like a great general, and +8 when defending against ranged attacks. So you can actually put genuine troops against a city, which is awesome. We've already spoken about the library, and we also have this unique improvement that puts 2 faith on Total. Not so great, but if you put it next to a city centre that you've built, you get a +1 food and production, or a science and culture if built next to a conquered city. You also get additional yields if it's next to a campus, a theatre square, and additional extra improvements as you go through. Lots to think about there. Basically what we're going to be doing is playing a science domination run, and we're going to be going for either a science victory or a culture victory using culture puppets. Now culture puppets are my patented strategy where you can claim a culture victory by basically just abusing the AI enough so that their civilizations are so small and so decrepit and captured and broken and absolutely destroyed in every meaningful way that they have to submit. They will submit to the dark side of Civ, yes. That's all according to my plan. So I've been watching a lot of Star Wars recently. I've been playing Fallen Order. I only got around to playing that recently. Fantastic game. Loved it. Now, in terms of starting locations, there are wheat tiles to my north. We have a lot of plains hills. I can either settle on this woods to remove it and take the extra production from the city, or move down to this tile to take the start again, but also then work this 1 food through production tile from the off. Now, that would let me do a decent settler spam, a decent warrior spam, all of these fun things. In terms of where I need to get to, masonry is the most important tech for me because that unlocks my siege engine and my unique improvements. So those are cool things. That unique improvement, by the way, is basically like a better version of Gilgamesh's improvement. It feels like that's what it should have been had they actually done it properly. I don't know, maybe. So if I move to this tile, I lose a turn, but I get an extra production. However, I would move away from the wheat tiles, which is not necessarily great. Does this have... Oh, that's the coast over there. Hang on, settler. Yeah, that's the coast. So actually, that's intriguing. If I move my tile down one, yes, I should be able to put a harbour down, assuming there's no resource on that tile. So I quite like that. It lets my capital actually put down some decent things. Wonderful. We can get a harbour later into the game. We're working that better tile. It's going to be 15 turns, unfortunately, until we get an improvement or an upgraded population, unless we can find some stuff. So I think a scout rush is going to be a good option for us today. No astrology, straight to pottery, so we can get a library already. This campus would be +3. I will keep an eye out for better locations, but that's a pretty decent location already. 3 builder unit. Intriguing. Okay, that means I can go and work that wheat tile, which is good because it gives me the irrigation boost as well as a food tile from the offset. How many gold do I need? I need 6 turns more of gold, so I'm just going to leave my builder. Actually, I'll use my builder just to explore into this little canyon, see what I can find. I would love it if there was a lot of space in this direction. Oh, actually, look, already there's a +4 campus possibility there. So we'll keep an eye out as to whether or not this is a 2-city start or whether my capital actually does want to steal that. Preslav, I think that's loyalty for encampment district buildings. That's a useful one for wars, not one I'd ever pick, but yeah, pretty useful. Now, I didn't talk about this a huge amount, but gain access to the mass resettlement project. This isn't a unique thing that I haven't seen this before, this mechanic before at all. When complete, this project transfers 1 population from all captured cities within a 5-tile radius to this city, grants 3 roads around the city. So basically, you capture a load of cities, and then you force migrate the population into the city that's done the capturing. It looks and sounds ridiculously fun. I have no idea about whether or not it will be any good, but it sounds good. Luckily for me, that is a valid harbour tile, so my capital will have access to the sea. That's really handy, actually. We've also got Chinguetti, which we found first, so an extra faith in our city. Construct a holy site, train an archer. These are some decent things. I wasn't planning on going for a religion, to be honest, but maybe if I get a golden age, I'll treat myself to one. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go 2 scouts into monument. That for me is a pretty decent start, and I like it. I like it a lot. There is the wheat. Nice. Okay, I'm just going to boost this to get the second population as quickly as possible, but after that point, I think we can get on our first settler. Just found early empire in a tribal hut, but there seems to be a natural wonder down in this area because there's some science on those tiles, which is so far unexplained. In Gaza-Gamu, now that is a better city-state. That is the one that lets me build land, combat, and support units 20% cheaper for each encampment district building in a city. It's good. It's so good. Sailing boosted. I always think if you get a tribal hut and you get the sailing boost, that's like the worst one. Because unless you actually need boats, you would have already settled on the coast. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just seems to be just one of those things where you're like, ugh. Like, I would have done that anyway. Never mind. As mentioned, there is the one that we were looking for, and it is astrology. Sorry, not astrology. That's what I got. It's the Singi. Ugh. You know what I mean. You know the chaos in which I am trying to state right now. That's what's going on here. Let's get that settler going before I lose my socks even further. Still haven't met anybody yet, which is surprising, to say the least. Oh, they've left a barb encampment on like 2 health. That is unfortunate for everyone involved except me. Military tradition, a burst of gold. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Stonehenge, built on turn 21. The AI is not messing around today. That is an early Stonehenge. Wow. It's a good thing we didn't go religion in this game, because Feed the World would have gone already by this point, assuming that, you know, they actually are competent enough to settle the thing, which sometimes you can see the AI picking up a great profit even with Stonehenge and just not putting the religion down for turns and turns and turns and turns, which is actually exactly what's happening here. Maybe the AI is like, yeah, I did get that a bit early, sorry about that, I will wait. Kublai. Oh, Mongolia. Mongolia is like the worst person to meet if I was going for a bit of a domination run, but what can you do, eh? They'll be good fun. Can I make friends with them? Only -2. I absolutely can make friends to them. They may be a bit bruised. Oh, he's bruised my delegates. What have you been doing to them? Wrestling fiercely, I say. Ugh. I think I want to take advantage of this mountain pass as much as I can because there are some amazing campuses locked into this sort of area. So I'm not going to, I think I'm going to settle the campus for my capital on this one. It's enough to get me the bonus. I believe that's going to be plenty fine for now. I'm just thinking, do I get the settler first or do I get the campus down first whilst I've got the production? I think I might go for the campus. I don't normally rush it through in this order, but I think for me right now I'd rather have the third population appearing and work it nicely. Choose a pantheon. What can we do? What can we do that's a lot of fun, hey? Now I've got at least one wheat field. That's pretty cool. I could get Divine Spark to hopefully get more library points. That would help me quite substantially. I was just thinking actually I do have the opportunity to try and build the Great Library. Now that's unlikely to happen because the AI does like to boost the Great Library pretty comprehensively, but you never know. That might be something that I could do. I could also put the Great Library, I believe, on the tile there as well. Let me just quickly find. I literally just pressed it. There we go. Like, so that's an option. There's not much desert floodplain around me. I was just thinking actually Lady of the Reeds and Marshes is often a very good card to take. If you've got lots of marshes, if you've got lots of desert floodplain, but I don't believe that's, I mean, there's a couple of tiles of, no, that's plains floodplain anyway. This is plains floodplain as well, so that actually doesn't look to be as good as I first thought. Let's go for Divine Spark. I quite like as many great writers as I can put out, and having a library working well, that works tasty as well. Buddhism. If we do get Feed the Wild spread to our cities, I'm not going to complain. We're just going to take it. I think that'll be a good thing to do. There's the first campus. We get the era score for building a magnificent one. More importantly, nobody has got a campus just yet, so that is a good pickup. And I'm going to pick up the library first. I know I'm delaying this settler quite considerably, but I don't think it's a bad move. Actually, unless buying it with 360 gold is the better option for me here. There's nothing I can really do to sell anything, so Dunno. More than 3 population is going to be tough unless I start getting some more of these wheat fields in, and they are on my third ring of my city. I was kind of just waiting for any of the tiles around to be sort of added, but dunno. I think I will just build this out. I want to focus on getting a big, strong capital, because I need to be able to just pump these units out later into the game. Having infrastructure, I think, is more important. Oh, you jammy. Bleh, I was going to steal that. I mean, it would have been theft from me, so that's probably for the best, but, oh, that's annoying. Actually, saying all this, my capital, I mean, I really want my capital to be a big boy today. I was thinking about doing an aqueduct mix over, like, you know, when you do one of these sort of setups with a new city, so you can sort of put 2 industrial zones down in the middle, like so. But that would squeeze my capital quite a bit, and I'm not entirely sure I want to do that today. I kind of want to spread out a little bit to have bigger cities, because I feel like a big city with a lot of faith and a lot of science and a lot of culture could be a good one to do. I don't know. And actually, if I capture Preslav, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want my second city to be within 5 tiles of it, ideally. I might end up putting a city there instead. Let's get rid of these. It's clearly not going to happen right now. But it means if I want to boost masonry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I could stick a city over the, like, on this tile or on top of the jade. Do I work on top of the jade? I think just to spread them out a little bit, I'll stick it on top of the jade, and then I can work this stone pretty easily in order to get masonry boosted. So we just need to remember that we don't need to work masonry the whole way. I can boost it. There, however, is another wheat tile. I'm just going to force work it to make sure that my capital is actually attempting to grow. That would be very handy if we can get a nice, big, strong Pengala city here. Wheel and masonry just found from a tribal hut though, so that kind of, I don't even need to rush that city. It's going to be great. It's going to be great without it. Parthets, well, there we go. That is wonderful. Nobody's getting a scientist yet. That's a strange one. I find that odd. I really do. I do have real strategy on, so the AI isn't just beelining scientists, it is the mod that fixes the AI a little bit. And I have just noticed Mongolia as well has their capital as well as their second city on the coast. So this harbour may be more important for me than I first thought. A bit of a navy rush against Mongolia would work very nicely for me. Mongolia has left 2 settlers out. Oh, if I thought I could survive this with a half-strength scout, I so totally would go for that, but I'm not going to. They have a lot of military just sort of lurking in that area. It would go poorly for me. Very poorly indeed. So there is masonry. We have 5 turns, and it's whether or not I think that I can get a golden age or not. Can I get a golden age? If I stick my unique improvement down, that would be 4 era score. That takes me to 19. If I build the siege engine, that would take me to 23, which would be 2 away. So can I get 2 era score in 5 turns? That is the question. How much does my siege engine cost? 4 turns worth of production. Oh, I don't think I'm going to go for a golden age this era. I think I'm going to wait 5 turns and then we're going to beeline for golden age going into medieval. I think that's probably better for me. I might regret that choice, but it feels like the correct choice right now. Kill over here, another wonder. Good to know. Oh, did I found it first. I found it first. So I could get this done. I could get it done. Siege engine 4 turn. Yes, sod it. Let's do it. So there is the unique improvement. Oh, craftsmanship boosted. It's really cool. Oh my goodness, it's massive. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, it just looks awesome. I love it. Sort of Assyrian art. It's just mad. So it's given me 2 faith, but it's also given me 1 food and 1 production because it's next to my capital. And I'm just going to actually just let my cities do what they wanted to do now. Does that help the production on this at all? 4 turns. I do unfortunately need to rush that through. Just 1 turn to get that down to 3, and then we'll go from there. I'm getting 3 scientist points per turn at the moment. Nice. That's good. 1 turn until we get our siege engine. Yeah, we should get a golden age. We should get a golden age. I'm looking forward to that. I very rarely get golden ages in the classical age. Who but Assyria could create the siege engine? That's a very good question. It is a very Assyrian thing to do. Now it has 3 movement, and don't forget it makes units attack so well. Now Kublai has no diplomatic favour at the moment, which means that if I went for Preslav, there would be nothing they could do about it. They can't diplomatically attack me. Sweden, on the other hand, would be more of a problem. They appear to have crossed a narrow sea to find me. They have diplomatic favour. I want to keep it below 30, ideally. Now, I still want Feed the World. I don't need to go for my own religion here, so I'm not going to actually bother to go for Exodus of the Evangelists. The question is, monumentality, is it worth going for? Being able to use my faith and gold to get builders and settlers, I can scurry around the map like little ants, just getting all of my people everywhere. It would be potentially a very fun thing to do, but I think free inquiry's got to be better for me here, because getting Eurekas to give me an additional 10% of tech costs, that's going to stack up nicely once I start to get great writers. Unfortunately, Sweden is in the game, so getting great writers is going to be quite tough. So is monumentality good? I am getting a bit of faith. I wanted to save my faith though, because I wanted to save it to get a great general, an early game great general. I very rarely get them, so I'm going to not get monumentality, because if I do, I'll end up using my faith and I will just, you know, be angry with myself afterwards. So I think we will go for inquiry. Let's just hope that I can game that tech tree as much as I can, and we can go from there. First governor, and whilst I put somebody in Gazagame, I'm going to actually go for the Amani Star. I do like it, helps you to explore the map quite nicely, but it means I can levy this city-state's army if I would so choose. So I'm going to pull my army back, my 1 warrior and my 2 scouts, but I'm going to start doing an absolute warrior rush from my capital, and we're going to go and take on Preslav whilst we can. Don't forget, I am producing units 25% faster than normal, which is pretty cool. So we can move our units out pretty nicely. We've got warriors coming up every 3 turns, and I have a Gogi to give me a 50% boost on top of that. Combine that with 2 extra production from generating in Gazagame and Preslav, like when I build units. So far the start, it's looking pretty decent. Settler is done. Huzzah! That's a nice first city, or second city. First city, first, second, whatever it is, it's cool. It's chill. I'll generate a couple more warriors from it quickly. Whereas in Gazagame, it will give me some good visibility on Mongolia actually, just to make sure that nothing escapes my attention in that direction. It also gives me an opportunity to levy their army if I see a nice opportunity to attack Mongolia, which is always a bit rare, but you never know. There's a lot of warriors down here. We could just do a warrior rush Maybe a swordsman upgrade into warrior rush. I don't know, something. We could do something. Barbs are so clearly going to just start ruining all my fun in this direction. That is so frustrating. Never mind. Don't pillage. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're not doing it. Good. Good, 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 good. Right, and I've got enough units in this area. We should be able to go and knock them out. Also, where is all the iron? Oh, I settled on iron. Nice. Oh, that's actually very handy. Pingala, get into the capital. Give me some science. Give me some culture. Give me all the good stuff. Somebody is suddenly getting 8 scientist points per turn, which is frightening. Mathematics, engineering, celestial navigation. Celestial navigation is quite difficult to get, as is engineering. Mathematics, yeah. I think that I will get that great scientist. I think we'll get that one through. Perfect. Unfortunately, Preslav has a bunch of units in their land at the moment, which is not helpful. I'm just waiting for a turn and to move as many out of their land as they can. Okay, this time I see an opportunity. They have garrisoned a warrior in Preslav, which isn't great, but they have left me an opportunity where I can stick all of my units around it in one go. So we're going to declare war, and we're going in. We're going in, boys! This is 27 strength the city's got, but as you can see, it's already sieged, which is a good thing. Now, I've got to keep an eye on the siege engine, make sure that whoever is holding that doesn't die, but we should get away with it. I'm going to move my scouts, actually, just kind of block the enemy reinforcements, so they have to attack my scouts before they attack my units, but we might be able to just about get away with this, actually. I will attack that warrior just to keep them occupied as well. And as you can see, we built a few slingers to protect us from barbs, and it worked nicely. Okay, so they are moving back in order to attack various units of mine, and they used their warrior that's actually defending the city to do an attack on me. That's good. So we can actually get away with just pillaging, keeping this one safe. That's all good. Siege engine's going to move down a little bit just to keep it escort formation, keep it protected. I don't want the units coming from the north and killing it. And then we'll get 2 attacks onto Preslav with the scout to there. Do I make this warrior attack? There's no rush, so actually I'm just going to pillage, get the health, let them attack me, and go from there. And as you can see, in the meantime, I took out one of their reinforcements. So what they're going to do, they might kill a warrior, actually, if we're unlucky. Yep, they did kill a warrior, but they haven't broken the siege. They've got a Preslav spearman in there. Now, that is a bit more of a problem for me, unfortunately. I didn't want that to happen. Okay, right. Can we kill the city? That's going to be the question for me. I need to just attack this to sort of keep people on. I'm going to move the builder to see if I can get the warrior to attack me there instead. We'll go 1 attack there. We'll go 1 attack there. I'm going to get the siege engine down to protect it even further. I'm going to move my scout here to try and take one of the attacks off and keep that scout there to block the river crossing. It's going to be a close one, this. Very close one, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we'll get away with this. In the meantime, it's just worth actually double checking because I get the tech. If I put an ancient wall up, if I improve 2 sea resources, or if I get 3 different specialty districts. I think I'm just going to go for it now because I've got the plus 10% to Eurekas because of my golden age, so it makes sense to go for all 3 now. Now, can we avoid having the siege broken? They attacked a scout there. That's a good thing. Oh, no, that's unfortunate. The siege is broken, but Preslav can be taken because it... Oh, look at that. Yes. And did you see we got 15 great writer points as well for defeating the city? Oh, yes. Yes. That was close, and we lost most of our army doing that, but we did it. We got away with it. Now we just need to expect a, recursion, some sort of a counterattack from the AI when Sweden invariably votes for the emergency to come through. That seems they've met the city-state, though. You never know. They may not have actually met them before. That might give me an out here. An early game Great General is so important for me, so we are going to go for an encampment. I think getting one out to sea is probably going to be a good idea, unless I want to stick it in the desert, which is pretty useless as tiles go. So I think, yes, I will actually just put it in the desert. That's not a bad idea. There's wheel and political philosophy. I'm going to go for oligarchy to give myself an extra 4 combat strength on the warriors. I can also go for my Great General. I can stick with the Gogi. And I like it if I can go for conscription as well. That would be very handy. The maritime units, actually we'll go for maritime units because I need to get some, oh no, I don't have any harbours just yet. Okay, that would be pointless for now. Fine. Manoeuvre. Do I have any horses? Do I know what horses are? Not right yet, so we'll hold out on that one for now. Okay, good. This is all fantastic. Fantastic. We've got a fixed monument in my captured city. Let's get a builder up in it. We've got builders coloring everywhere. They're just getting luxuries down now. We're still selling our diplomatic favor to Sweden to bankroll us. They also want my luxury, so I will give it to them. That's fine. 269 gold now. That's enough. That's enough, almost, to levy in Gazagamui. If I can levy them and then upgrade a couple of swordsmen whilst bringing my army down, I think there's a chance for me to take an early war to Mongolia. It's going to be a tricky one to pull off, but you never know. I think to help, I think men-at-arms going to work very nicely with my units. So build a pasture. Preslav can do that nice and soon. I'm having Sikhism spread to me. That is warrior monks and what? Warrior monks. I feel like they should be useful, but they never ever are. And when Gazagamui is upgrading the units for me, which is really handy, but now it takes 530 gold for them, so it's a bit frustrating, but never mind. Okay, that's fine. If they're doing it for me, then I don't need to necessarily hold on to a lot more of my iron, so maybe I can do that. There's the encampment rushed, by the way. Let's get the barracks finished. I've already got 2 general points coming in. If I can pick her up by the time we go to war, my goodness, that would be awesome. My unique improvement is very handy indeed. You can't build it next to another one. It doesn't say that in the description. I don't think. Maybe I missed it. I might have missed it. May only be built on flat tiles. No, I think they might just be missing from the description. Never mind. You can't build 2 next to each other. That makes sense. That makes sense. I will take that. That is absolutely fine. Babylon. It's good to meet people just as I'm about to commit war crimes. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. That, however, is enough for Gazagamui, so let's just get all those units in. Brilliant, and that should give me enough. What I want to do is just be able to declare war whilst at the same time stealing a settler, because I'm about to plunge into a dark age, which makes war very tricky. We don't want that necessarily. There's apprenticeship boosted. Good. But if I can take the settlers whilst I declare war, that's going to be really handy because it means I can actually put a settlement down in order to just give myself a bit of reinforcements. Hang on, let's just move it around. I really, really hope we can pull this off. This would be hilarious if they let me do this. Yeah, they didn't move it. They did not move it. Okay, well, here we go. This is often a terrible, terrible move. We're going to declare a surprise war. Oh no. Babylon, do you want to join in? I feel like you want to join in. No, they don't want to join in. That's a terrible move. They don't like that at all. Selling all my resources away, though, just before the war kicks off so that everybody forgets about my alleged war crimes. We can start to get the units off in this direction. That swordsman actually can seal the deal himself, which is pretty awesome. Can I get the slinger to do it though? If I go sling warrior, because ideally I want to take this one as well. It's a bit of a gamble. It's a bit of a gamble. 22. Let's try it. Let's try it. Yes! Settler is mine. Perfect. That is awesome. Well, in that case, hang on. We'll move you to there. You to there. Get you to charge in. Get the swordsman to get the kill. I've taken both. Oh, to both settlers. That is a very fortuitous start to the war. It means I can put infrastructure down immediately. 1 by Singi to give me some era score. 7 turns. And then 1 by the enemy as well. As we move forward, priority has to be given to the swordsmen because they are just so strong. And also my warrior units are pretty strong as well. We've got more reinforcements. They're all on the way. Everyone's on the way. And Gazagamui sent me a lot of army. I do need just to double check and, just see if anyone's creeping up on me. I'm going to stick all my envoys in that city-state. I do not want anybody taking it from me. So they're attacking my swordsmen a few times. Okay, they have archers. Archers are probably the only thing I've seen so far that could cause me a slight problem. So again, I'm just charging in and we're going to see if we can take out those archers with priority. They're choosing to attack my slingers in quite a few occasions, which is I'll take. That's pretty good. Slingers are leveling themselves up nicely. The archer pulled back slightly and healed, which is frustrating, but with a scout attack followed by a swordsman attack, I can pull my army forward a little bit. Yep, as mentioned, in Gazagamui, come on. Yeah, we need you to stay on side. If I lose this army, that's going to be a terrible thing for me. I'm actually going to sacrifice the scout as well by chucking the archer. I'm going to give them a target to go for. Yeah, look at that. The archer went for it. They couldn't help it. They saw the scout and they were like, yes. That's exactly who we want to kill. And by doing that, I think they've basically just, well, sacrificed a couple of, a few more layers of army to me, which is quite handy. Can we see that? That warrior's not going anywhere, so we'll ignore that for now. Got good flanking bonuses with my swordsman. Yeah, look at that. We've now got 3 on the front line with more coming through. There, by the way, is 1 city. I don't think it's going to give me the singy bonus. It will give me just a little bit of a bonus by settling it near to something that's recovered from a storm, I think. A floodable storm? Oh no, it's next to the floodable river, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. Actually, this is the time. This is the time to get sailing. I don't know why I didn't have that already, but getting some boats out is going to be great because I can flank the city from the other direction. So they are attacking my warrior up there. That's good. There is a settler that's trying to escape. You're not going to escape, friend. It's not going to happen. And oh yes, we finally caught the archer. That has been bothering me for some time now. Battle cry, battle cry. Yes, move everyone forward. We've now got all the units almost to the front lines here. Let's get volley. We're having the standoff with the warrior that I can't quite kill, but it's doing well. Oh, Sweden are offering me some great writing. Okay, I kind of want to keep my horses, but no, hang on, right, what would be, oh no, they really value horses, unfortunately. Okay, yep, we'll take it, because that great work of writing for me is worth 2 science and 4 culture. It's very handy. And here also is my first galley. Galleys on the move. Can you just build a few more for me, little founded city? You're getting a huge boost to production, but maybe if I move conscription out, 45 gold. Okay, we'll just sell some stuff like diplomatic favor. I don't need this anymore. Perfect. I can now get my policies, unlock that, and go for maritime industries, which we're going to do. Perfect. And now 6-turn galleys. Yeah, that's what I need. Here is also a Singi city. 3 era score. 1 turn left. I don't think we're going to escape a dark age, unfortunately, but, you know, we tried. I suppose you think art is great when it ties a room together. You gave me the book, Sweden. What are you talking about? You gave it to me. Okay, yeah, this is when it gets terrible. This was such a bad idea for war. Such a bad idea, but we might be able to make this work to our advantage. I'm going to pick up Free Inquiry again, because we might do a lot of build. Oh no, Monumentality? No, Free Inquiry. Free Inquiry is good. I'm just going to let my warrior move to there. I'd rather they attacked and killed my warrior to lure the defense out of the city. But as you can see, we now have Twilight Valor, +5 combat strength for all melee attack units. I can't heal outside my territory. We're going all in. We are going to charge in now with the extra attack as provided by Twilight Valor. And you can see, bam, bam, the damage is real. Oh, hang on, the siege engine is adjacent units. For whatever reason, I thought it worked for a second like a great general, and it had a 2-tile sort of aspect to it, but it does not. It does not. Indeed, I'm going to leave both these cities in 10 turns. Eek. Oh, stole another settler and a builder. I am actually I'm stealing all of the infrastructure here that they could ever want to give me. It's very handy. Look at that. World Congress. Oh, I can't improve my melee units further. That would have been entertaining. Trade city. Oh no, hang on. Military city-states. And let's give a vote to Buddhism, because I would like Feed the World to spread around the world nicely. Buddhism. And trade routes to cultural city-states. I don't know any cultural city-states, so that's not a good thing. Oh, Mongolia have a horseman all of a sudden. That's a problem, because that's a lot tougher. But Sun Tzu, there is a great general. Come to the front line, my friend, as quickly as possible. We will need your military might. I'm going to keep the pressure on and hope they take the warrior bait here. They might do, you never know. We'll keep attacking like this. The city's almost destroyed. In the meantime, I can keep moving my units around to escort and attack that city. We need to take basically as many cities as we can in a short space of time. This catapult may be a problem. Hong Kong may also be a problem, but we might be able to get Hong Kong on side if we're lucky. Send a trade route to them. It's possible. It's possible. We might be able to do that. What's the horseman going to do? That's the big thing in all this. It's not going to move at all. Interesting. Okay, my galley has now blockaded the city. That's good. We'll go 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks, take the city, kill the horseman, keep it. Right, good. Rebellion in 3 turns. Oof. Oof, but those 2 cities are now loyal. Good, right, perfect. But as long as the loyalty problems are only in 1 city at a time, we might about just get away with this. Swordsman in 1, 2, 3 attacks. Oh, yeah. That is good. That is good. good damage. All this came, by the way, from a levied city-state. I so rarely use them in early game, and I need to just remember to do it. Oh, that Great General wouldn't have actually helped this turn, but next turn it will help. I should have just teleported it to this city. That would have been a more sensible thing to do, but it's okay. You just assume that I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm getting denounced. You're at war with the person that you're denouncing me for, so chill your beans. You know? Oh, your beans need chilling, friend. They really do. 1 attack, 2 attack. Yeah, 2 attack. That's all I needed. Is this city now loyal to me? It is. This one will be lost in 3 turns. Okay, that's fine. We just keep moving forward. Do I upgrade the swordsman? Oh, that's a question. That is a question. I think these are military city-state units, aren't they? But I've still got 18 turns on it. So, yeah, you know what? 1, 2. I'm going to do it. They want peace, surprisingly, but no. You're going to give me your last city. I think that's the only fair outcome in this fight, really. When you think about it, men-at-arms. Oh, yes, look, the men-at-arms are already being upgraded by my Great General. We've got the siege engine in. We've got the Great General in. This is going to be swift and brutal. Oh, they're going to put walls up in the last turn. It's always normally the AI's fun last turn strategy, but no, not this time. Sorry, Mongolia, that was too easy. Oh, just one city-state sweep there, and we managed to rock out. That's the power of men-at-arms and swordsmen early game, when you can get oligarchy, and also when you're getting a nice Great General combined with a siege engine. That's pretty decent. Now, do we go for Hong Kong and take this over as well, or do I keep this in my nation? I think capturing the city is going to be a lot more fun. What I'm also going to do, actually, is put a settlement there. Now, it doesn't have fresh water, admittedly, I realise this, but it has a lot of open land to get some farms, but that will be within 5 tiles of 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. Now, why is that a fun thing? Well, it means I can use the mass resettlement project in order to get a lot of extra population, which is moved to my new city. So, you know what, just to use Assyria and have a bit of fun with them, I think that could be fun. Everyone denounces me. Don't you worry, I'll come for you in my own time. What do the cities actually have in them? Oh, I've got a theatre square now. That's useful. Okay. Some decent districts. I've got a holy site, I'm using the wrong lens. 2 harbours. So for more trade routes. Yeah, loads of holy sites and loads of harbours. Okay, I should probably figure out what a harbour is so I can build on it. So, we have these weird floating things in our nation. They're just sort of sat there. We don't know what they do. It's just sort of lying here. What should we do? So I'm going to call this city a gobble gobble, because what it's going to do is go a gobble gobble. Mass resettlement 138. Oh, that's a lot of turns. 247 turns. That's 247 production. That's actually more than doing a wonder. But you know what? For the cause, we will do it. I want to see what happens. Probably doesn't help that the city has almost no production in it at all, so we'll just kind of ignore that for a second. Don't mind me, Hong Kong, whilst I declare war on you as well, seeing as all of your units are kind of very nicely scattered and alone. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, hang on. We're going to move. Are you going to cross over with the siege tower? No, the siege tower actually counts as a unique unit. That's actually really handy. 1, 2, like that. That'll kill this unit. Then I need to get Sun Tzu in there so that when I move my swordsman in, I can go 1, 2 attacks like that. Perfect. So Sun Tzu actually helped every single combat that he could have done that, which is pretty handy. Where's my other men-at-arms? There you are. Come into the combat, please. That's a cool unique district there on my unique tile. It puts down 1 science, 2 culture, 3 faith, 1 extra food. Because it's a captured one. Oh yes, of course. Because it's a captured city, it gives me, where is it? 1 science and 1 culture. Nice. Okay, that just helps me to keep scientifically relevant. It's quite a nice, interesting way of doing it, actually. Okay, Hong Kong should not last too much longer. Yeah. Oh, what was that on 2 health? I think my scout might be able to finish it. Yes, we scout finished the city. Huzzah! What a result, eh? What a result. That actually gives me more writer points, which means I can now pick up a great writer of my own, which gives me Eureka. I don't know what Eureka I got, though. Military tactics. Yay! Fun. Also get a scientist, 2 technologies and 1 inspiration. Very good. This will help me to just level up a little bit. And seeing as we've gone through all of this early war and there's very little for us to actually war now, I'm going to change my government to a classical republic to stay happy. Twilight Valor, I need you no more. No more, I say. Urban planning, we'll go natural philosophy, that's good. I like that mix, but actually we're going to go for builders down here as well. And, oh no, we'll go for great writer points. I think I like to get some great writers going, and then first envoy councillors too. Huzzah! We've developed into a flourishing classical republic now that we've done all that. Now, I know I'm probably going to trigger a military emergency against me, but, like, at this point, sort of, it was going to happen at some point anyway, isn't it? So, might as well just let it happen. Enjoy it while it lasts. Oh, Sweden's letting me have all their books, by the way, as well, for, like, not much money. Yeah, this is a fair exchange. Not for you. For me, however, it is. Extra science, extra culture, and they're currently sat in a city with no campus, so if I can get this campus sorted in a city, then those will become really powerful as well. Machinery and castles, both boosted. Found a continent called Asia. Okay, it's not the continent Stockholm's on, but it could be. And Chingreti. Okay, oh, they've discovered more land for me as well. And that is Babylon. Okay, Babylon is over there. Fine, 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 fine. And we did it! Somehow we did it! We built the Apadana! Oh, I get 2 extra envoys, but I also get 2 spaces for great writing in my capital. I so rarely get this wonder. I cannot tell you how amused I am. Look, I did it! I did it! Oh, I just love education as well. Perfect. Right, great works. Great works for all. Each great work in my capital is worth 2 science and 6 culture. Oh yes, that's just naughty. Very naughty. I'm going to ride the high. Reckon I can build the great library as well? Surely not. Surely not. Don't call me Shirley. I get construction though, lumber mills. I might be able to just make the production in my capital super high temporarily and rush it through. Especially if I put myself a wonder building card in a couple of turns. It's possible, you know. We might just be able to do it. It might just be crazy enough. Okay. Another thing of writing, 22 culture and 8 science being provided to my empire right now. And that's only going to get better. Oh, did someone build the Great Library already? Literally the turn I picked it. The turn I picked it. Well, there we go. That was the AI's answer to, can Ryan have a little bit of fun? I picked up the Apadana though, so, I mean, honestly, I can't really ask for too much more. Let's get the buildings sorted in my capital, because don't forget, 35% production in conquered cities towards districts and buildings that already exist in the capital. So if I can get the granary, the ancient walls, all this sorted in my capital, then we're going to be laughing. Absolutely laughing. The moment where you leave your units to auto-explore for like 1 turn and you're surrounded by barbs. How and why? Don't do that. They're dead. I mean, they're clearly dead. Ugh. Yep, they died. Bye-bye. Poor souls. Bye-bye. Okay, my capital finally got to 7 population, which means I could think about getting the next district, and I think it's got to be a government plaza. I really like the idea of just having tons and infinite space for writers, just so many writers in my nation. That would be awesome. Although getting a free trader is always good with my faith. I'm just thinking about faith here. What to do with faith. You gotta have faith is what I've been told this whole time, but whether that's true or not, I don't know. These unique improvements are very good fun. Just that little burst of science, culture and faith is very nice. Just tickling the edges of my nation. Tickly. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Davalex, Doughboy91, Skeptical Bear, Paul Coffee, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Nim and Emir EC. Thank you for all of your support, as well as everybody who interacts with the channel and helps me to defeat the algorithm. Good for you, good for me, see you all later.